Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It is a gorgeous day. I think it's about 11 o'clock. I decided to make sure the neighbors over there are awake, because if they're not awake now, they're gonna be awake in a little bit. That's the way I'm going. But I think it's today. I think today the 64 is driving out of the garage. A little bit of a breeze out there. I think it's going to be another 32, 33 degree day. But here she is in all her glory. Got the runway clear. This, if everything goes good here today, then this thing here has got to get done because it's a pain in the butt to move. But there is absolutely no reason to waste time. Let's jump in the 64 and get this thing moving. Power on. Fuel is good. Fuel filter's full. Couple pumps of the carburetor. Oh, it's going to be a test for this brake booster as well, too. Well, okay, we are brake on, ignition. Yeah, baby. Lost my door rag. See if we can ease her in here. neutral. Well, let's see how reverse goes. Oh, and here we go. Oh, yeah. Man, feels good. Whew. She's running at 87, 189. Hopefully that's full temperature. That's what she's running at. Now I am only putting around the yard, and it's like 29 degrees outside right now. So it is cooking. It definitely, I'm sure it would overheat if I just kept doing slow circles like that around the yard, because there's no way we got enough airflow coming through this thing with the heat out there. But that's it. That is, I couldn't have hoped for anything better. Forward locks in hard, grabs. The brakes, they need adjusting. I gotta push pretty hard on them. Though it's been since 1994, 93, 94, since I drove a vehicle with all drum brakes. So definitely takes getting used to. I do know I need to adjust up a little bit more, but that'll be once we get a little better run on the road. I would love to drive down the road right now, but gotta get some exhaust. I can't, obviously it's not registered yet. Yeah, I am on a side road and there's only a few neighbors, but with the noise, I don't need to have people complaining. Get an exhaust on it, then it'll be a time for a road test. But yeah, everything seems to be working. I can hear the vacuum leak up here under the dash, because I remember I do not have my my return attached to my vacuum. What's it called? On the heater gauge. So I can hear it sucking. So that I need to fix that. Need to close that one off. I did notice a little bit right at the first. It kind of went away, but at the first, when I put the brakes on, using the booster, it raised the RPM in the carburetor a little bit. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's common, or do I need to put a restrictor on my booster or something? Am I pulling too much vacuum off of it? Because yeah, I push it would raise up, but as the engine got hotter, it kind of went away. So I'm not really sure what that's about. We'll look into that. Reverse is really solid. Might be too solid. I'm hoping that when the brakes are on, I'm not burning that band. So I'll have to look into that. When I did push the button, it was a very definite, not a clunk, it just grabbed. No clunking at all, actually, for the shifting. It just grabbed really, really good. Reverse, though, in my mind, I think it grabbed a little too hard. Man, I can smell the heat in her. Everything hot. Got some good pressure on the hose. It'll be interesting to see what the level of this is now that I got it actually moving and revving up and stuff like that. I'm sure that went down a little bit. Didn't blow off, so that's good. I don't got any smoking rolling out around my valve covers anymore. Remember, I used to have a little leak there. They're a little wet, those little tabs, but they're definitely not dripping. Everything's good. I'm going to find out from the power steering pump. I gave that a workout turning through the grass, but you know what? It is, geez, the wheel just turns so nice, and it actually turns sharper than I thought. And so that's good. And I notice also my tires, I don't have any dirt or grass building up in the corners. So I'm not aggressive on my toe in. So hopefully that'll just be okay for going around. And other than that, we're going to find out if anything leaks. There is that unfortunate drip on the transmission, which I found out where it's coming from. The tail section of the transmission, there's 3 upper bolts. One of the bolts, that's where the fluid's actually coming out of the edge of the bolt on the back side of the tail, so where the head of the bolt is. And I looked back through my book, and it doesn't say anything about sealing them, but if I remember correctly, and looking at the book, they're through and through holes. They're right to the open inside of the transmission, so they do need sealant. So only one is leaking. I don't think I can get the top one on the tail part of it underneath the car, but it's the only one. There's only one of them seems to be weeping a little bit, and it's like a drip that hangs off it, and it'll drop probably maybe 2 drips a week just sitting here. So that'll be the step. Take that bolt out, clean it up, get a little seal on the threads, throw it back in, and hopefully that'll solve the problem there, because I'm sure that's what it is. But on that note, there's only one thing left to do. You know it. You know what time it is. Oh. Time for Corona. That was a good day. That was a good morning. Nothing better than the thing I worked on for 3 years actually working. Appears to be working. God, that's good. God, that's good. Whew. Thank everybody so much. Everyone that helped. Everybody on the board here. I got to get this board back up and out of the way. It will be going right off the end here. Get my flag back up on top. Hang up my board for the Polly Wants a Lift. And then I guess, you know what? I'm going to give this a little rest for a bit. We'll do little things here and there, but I'm going to give it a little rest for a bit. Concentrate on this shelf. And then I want to concentrate on getting some of the back end cleaned up because fall is coming. Yeah, it's 30 degrees during the day. We're having 3 degrees Celsius in the morning now. Almost frost. Time to start cleaning up the garden. Getting the back end ready for winter so we can crack those fires. Got to go and get a couple loads of wood. It's fall time. It is fall time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for following along. Love y'all. Stay thirsty, my friends. Catch you again later.